Before you were born, before the world placed labels on you, God saw you. He knew you and He chose you. This powerful truth is the foundation for everything you are and everything you will become. It's time to awaken to the reality that your life has always been in the hands of a purposeful Creator. The question is, will you answer the call? Before the world was shaped, before time had even begun, God saw you. He knew your name, your struggles, your dreams, and your purpose. Imagine that for a moment. Before anyone else had an idea of who you would be or what you would become, God already had you in His mind. Ephesians 1:4 speaks a profound truth. For He chose us in Him before the creation of the world. You were not a random result of circumstances or an afterthought in God's plan. You were a deliberate, intentional part of His eternal design. From the moment of creation, before the first breath of life was breathed into the world, God had already selected you. He saw your purpose long before you ever stepped onto the stage of your life. It is easy to feel insignificant in a world that seems so vast, but the truth is, you are not small, not invisible. Your existence is not some random accident. You were chosen with intent, purpose, and destiny, crafted by the hands of the Creator to fulfill something great. This understanding shifts everything. When you realize that you were chosen before time began, you can no longer live life as though you're simply stumbling through. Every moment of your existence has been ordained by God. The challenges you face, the lessons you learn, and even the moments of victory, they are all part of the grand design that God planned for you from the very beginning. You may not always understand the why of the circumstances, but you can trust that the Creator who chose you before time began is guiding every step. The world may offer distractions, temptations, and obstacles that make you question your worth or purpose, but you are not defined by what the world says about you. You are defined by the fact that God saw you, loved you, and chose you long before you ever knew you had a choice. When you stand firm in this truth, you can face anything that comes your way with the confidence that you are part of a plan far greater than your own understanding. The beauty of this reality is that God's choice is not conditional. It is not based on your past mistakes, your current circumstances, or even your perceived inadequacies. God's choice of you was made before you ever made a decision about Him. This is grace. This is the power of God's love. Even when you were far from Him, He chose you. Even in your weakness, He chose you. His purpose for your life was sealed before you even knew what purpose meant. Knowing that you were chosen before time began gives you strength to walk forward with conviction. It means that you don't need to search for meaning or validation outside of God's plan. You don't need to seek approval from others or compare yourself to others, because your value is rooted in your selection by God Himself. You are a part of an eternal design, and there is no greater calling than the one God has placed on your life. As you walk in this truth, know that you are not walking alone. The same God who chose you before time began is with you every step of the way, guiding, equipping, and empowering you to fulfill the purpose He has set for you. Your life is not random. You are here for a reason, and that reason is divinely appointed. Embrace it, trust it, and walk in it with faith. Your purpose is not simply to exist. It's not about living day to day, floating through life and hoping things will work out. No, your purpose is far greater than that. You were born to make a mark on this world, to influence those around you, to bring transformation, light, and truth into dark places. The world needs what you have to offer, because God has uniquely equipped you with the gifts and talents necessary to fulfill His purpose. Jeremiah 1:5 is a powerful reminder of this truth. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before the world saw your face, before anyone even had an idea of who you were, God had already set His eyes on you. He knew your potential. He knew your calling. and He formed you in such a way that you would be able to fulfill it. Your life is not a random occurrence. It is part of a greater plan. Everything about you, from the abilities you possess to the dreams that stir in your heart, is intentionally designed by God. Your purpose is not just a vague idea or a future hope. It is embedded in who you are, in the very fabric of your being. The talents you have, the skills you've developed, the passions that drive you, these are not coincidences. They are gifts given to you by God, tailored for the mission He has for you on this earth. The gifts that lie dormant inside you right now, whether you're aware of them or not, are part of God's strategy to bring about His will in the world. Too often people go through life questioning their purpose, wondering if they matter. If their life has any real significance, the answer is a resounding yes. Your life is not a mistake, and your presence on this earth is not accidental. You were created with a divine purpose in mind. You were put here to influence others, to shine light in places of darkness, and to be a vessel of change. God doesn't waste anything, and He doesn't create anything without a reason. The very fact that you are alive means that there is a divine purpose for you to fulfill. You were chosen for a reason, and that reason is connected to God's greater plan for the world. As you begin to understand this truth, you start to realize that your purpose is not just for yourself. It's not about you reaching personal success or fame. Your purpose is to bring glory to God and to serve others. You are a part of something much bigger than yourself, a divine plan that stretches beyond the limits of time and space. The impact of your life is not just seen in the immediate, but it has the potential to ripple out into eternity. The truth is, when you embrace the reality that your life has a divine purpose, you begin to live differently. You begin to see the world through a different lens. You understand that everything you do, every step you take, has significance. Your interactions with others are not random. They are opportunities to fulfill the purpose God has placed in you. Your work, your relationships, your passions, all of these things are connected to the greater plan God has for your life. No matter where you are in your journey right now, know this: your purpose is still unfolding. God is still working in you and through you. Your gifts are not wasted. They are being used to accomplish something far greater than you can imagine. It's time to rise up and step boldly into the purpose God has called you to. Your life has divine purpose, and it's time to walk in it with confidence, knowing that you were chosen by God before you were even born to make an eternal difference in this world. You were not born at this moment in history by chance. God has a divine reason for your existence, and it's not to simply take up space. Your life is part of a grand narrative, a story written before the foundation of the world. You are designed with purpose, prepared for such a time as this. Whether you see it or not, there is a reason you are here right now, in the middle of everything happening in the world. When you look around, it may seem as if chaos is reigning, that things are falling apart, but I want to remind you today that in every moment of crisis, God is raising up individuals who are destined to bring solutions, to be a light in the darkness. The world is crying out for answers, for hope, and you, yes, you, are the answer. The time for you to rise and walk in the fullness of your calling is now. You were born for this time. Just as Esther's story shows us, there are times in history when a person is positioned by God to make a monumental impact. Esther was born into circumstances that seemed ordinary, but when the time came for her to rise to her royal position, she stepped into it with courage and faith. Her obedience to God's timing saved an entire nation. Her story wasn't about her own dreams or desires. It was about fulfilling the divine calling on her life to save her people. And similarly, your life is not just about you. It is about the people you are called to influence, the legacy you are meant to leave, and the destiny you are meant to fulfill. The truth is, the world needs what you have: your voice, your unique perspective, your talents. These are not insignificant. God has placed these gifts inside you, and He has strategically positioned you in this generation to make a difference. There is something only you can do, something only you can offer that no one else can replicate. Your life is not a random accident. It's the result of a sovereign God's perfect plan. The world is waiting for you to step up and be the change it desperately needs. You may feel small, insignificant, or even unqualified, but God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. You are not here by mistake, and you are not too late. The time to act is now. The world is in desperate need of leaders who will stand for truth, who will bring light into dark places, who will speak with boldness, and who will not shrink back when the calling seems daunting. God has equipped you for such a time as this. He has given you everything you need to fulfill your purpose. Don't look at the challenges around you as obstacles. See them as opportunities to display God's power through your obedience. You have been chosen to step into the gap, to fill the need, and to transform lives around you. This is your moment. The world is waiting for you to rise, to fulfill your destiny, and to bring the change that only you can bring. The question is not whether or not you are chosen. It's whether or not you will step into your calling. Will you rise like Esther did, with courage and faith, and be the vessel through which God's plan is made manifest? Your time is now. Don't wait any longer. Step forward, for you were chosen for such a time as this. Your identity is a sacred gift bestowed upon you by God long before anyone or anything could impose their own definition of who you are. The world will constantly try to label you, telling you who you should be, how you should act, and what you should desire. But none of these external voices hold any true weight when compared to the voice of the one who created you. God did not create you to fit into the molds the world makes. He created you as His masterpiece, uniquely designed with purpose, strength, and beauty. Your identity is not something you earn or achieve. It is something that has been given to you by the Creator Himself, and that is where your worth is rooted. Too often we find ourselves seeking validation from the world around us. We search for approval from friends, family, or colleagues, and we let their opinions shape how we view ourselves. We chase after accomplishments and external success, believing that these things will finally make us feel whole. But let me tell you something. No achievement, no accolade, no amount of recognition can give you the identity and security that comes from knowing you are chosen by God. When you look to the world for validation, you are placing your sense of self in the hands of something that is fleeting, changing, and uncertain. People will praise you one day and criticize you the next. Circumstances will shift, and life's trials will come to test your character. But when your identity is grounded in God's choice, it stands firm, unshakable, unwavering, and eternal. You are not defined by your failures or successes. You are not defined by your mistakes or your past. You are defined by God's unchanging love for you. Ephesians 2:10 tells us, "For we are God's masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." You are not an accident. You are not a byproduct of randomness or chance. You were specifically designed, and you are made with purpose in mind. Your identity is not something you must search for. It is already inside of you, placed there by your Creator. Once you understand this truth, once you truly grasp the power of being chosen by God, everything changes. Your sense of self becomes unshakable. No longer will you be swayed by the opinions of others or the fluctuating tides of life's circumstances. You will stand firm in who you are, knowing that the one who formed you in your mother's womb also knows your name and calls you His own. When you know you were chosen by God, you stop striving to be something you're not. You stop trying to fit into boxes the world created for you, and you begin to walk confidently in the person you were meant to be. The validation you seek is already given to you in full by the Creator. You don't need to prove yourself because you've already been chosen. You are enough as you are. The security in your identity allows you to live boldly, to pursue your purpose without fear, and to interact with the world from a place of strength. When you embrace your identity as God's chosen masterpiece, you understand that your value is inherent, not dependent on external approval or recognition. Your identity is rooted in God, and that is the only foundation that will never fail you. You have been chosen by God, and that truth alone should stir a deep sense of purpose and confidence within you. But let's be clear, being chosen doesn't mean a life free of challenges or obstacles. In fact, the road ahead may be filled with tests, trials, and times of hardship. But here's the beauty of it. Your challenges are not there to break you. They are there to build you. God does not call you into a purpose without first equipping you for the journey. In fact, every challenge you face is a training ground for the greatness that God has destined for you. When you're facing difficult moments when you feel weak, discouraged, or uncertain, remember Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This verse isn't just a slogan or a nice sentiment. It's a declaration of empowerment. It's a promise that no matter what comes your way, you have the strength to endure, to rise above, and to conquer. The very same Christ who spoke the world into existence, the same Christ who calmed storms with a word, lives inside you, and through him there is no obstacle you cannot overcome. The truth is, the power to fulfill your purpose isn't something that you must seek outside of yourself. It's already inside you. You were created with everything you need to succeed. God has given you the talents, the skills, the wisdom, and the determination to fulfill your purpose. There's no shortage of potential in you, only a lack of faith in your ability to tap into that power. But when you begin to understand that the divine power of God resides within you, you will start to walk differently. You'll begin to speak differently. You'll carry yourself with the confidence that comes from knowing you are not walking this journey alone. You have been equipped for this very purpose. It's important to realize that the challenges you face are not evidence that you're failing. They are a confirmation that you are on the right path. God allows us to face hardships because they shape us, mold us, and prepare us for greater things. Every challenge you encounter is a tool in God's hands to refine you, to make you stronger, and to help you grow into the person He created you to be. So, rather than seeing obstacles as roadblocks, begin to see them as opportunities for growth. They are stepping stones leading you to your destiny. You are not lacking anything. The same God who chose you also prepared you for everything you will face. He has already equipped you with everything you need to walk out your calling. The power to fulfill your purpose is within you. It's time to stop doubting yourself. It's time to stop feeling inadequate. The one who created you believes in you, and He has given you all the strength and resources to fulfill the unique assignment He's placed on your life. You are not here by accident. Your life has purpose, and that purpose is backed by the infinite power of God Himself. So whenever you feel overwhelmed, whenever the weight of life's challenges seems too much to bear, remember this: you have everything you need to overcome. You have the strength, the wisdom, the courage, and the authority to fulfill your divine purpose. Don't wait for the circumstances to change or for someone else to give you permission to succeed. The moment you realize the power within you, you will step into your purpose with the confidence that you were made for this. You are equipped and you are ready. You were chosen by God before you were born. This truth should ignite something inside you, a passion, a fire, a drive to step into your purpose with boldness. You are not here by accident. You are here because God has a divine plan for your life. Don't let fear, doubt, or the opinions of others hold you back. Walk forward in faith and embrace the greatness that was destined for you before time began. Your purpose awaits, and it's time for you to rise up and fulfill it.